If you are a day trader, your mindset is going to determine your success. So in this video, I'm going to break down 4 mindset hacks that completely took my results to the next level. So let's dive into it. So the first one is glass half full or glass half empty. And this was a big one for me. And you're gonna notice really quickly, all of these things I'm gonna talk about today are just shifting your perspective from here to here. So a lot of traders, when they get into drawdown or they get their account in bad shape, or if they're on a funded account, and let's say they have 10% and now they're down 4%, they will now look at it from a point of glass half empty. Most traders who do this will just end up dumping out that whole cup. Professional traders, what they're gonna do is always look at things from glass half full, because that's how they're always gonna keep a positive outlook and be trading from a place of abundance and not from a fearful mindset. So when traders are down 5%, 4%, and they're looking at that as, man, now I'm in drawdown, now I'm in bad shape, I have to make this money back. They start chasing, and all they end up doing is getting themselves in worse shape than when they first started. So it's always glass half full, not half empty. And this is a big shift that when you do, this will have a big positive impact on your trading results. The next one is being able to harness your pressure or stress in a positive way. Most people, when they get into trading, they're not in financial spots where they're comfortable. They might have a lot of things going on. They might have rent, they might have bills, whatever it might be. When I got into trading, I was from a full-time job, I had consistency, and then we work on these big jobs. When we finish them and we wait for that next job, we have 2-3 months of layover time. So this last time at my job as a painter, I had 3 months off before this next job started. This was when Katie was 6.5, 7 months pregnant. We had my daughter Emma on the way. We just borrowed money from her father to get into our apartment, and we had no savings. We were on an air mattress. We didn't know how we were gonna pay for anything for ourselves, the bills, let alone the baby. And this was where a lot of traders are going to approach the market like, man, I need to make money because what am I gonna do? And now they shift their perspective from a place where I have to make money, and that's gonna bring hesitation, that can bring fear, that can bring greed, nothing that will produce a positive result. And this is usually just a quick way for somebody to sabotage themselves and lose a funded account or just overall lose money. But what you can do, and the biggest thing that I did was, first I surrendered. I knew that what I was doing wasn't getting the result that I wanted. So I can't keep doing the same thing expecting a different result, because we all know that's the definition of insanity. So I surrendered and I looked for somebody who had what I wanted, doing what I wanted to do. I found a mentor and I looked to them for advice, them for a proven system and a process and a blueprint that I can then duplicate for myself. So that was the first thing. I surrendered, and I wasn't doing a lot of things that you're told to do. I wasn't journaling, I wasn't taking snapshots, I wasn't back testing, I was over leveraging because I needed to make money, I was over trading because I needed to make money, I was doing all the things that I knew I probably shouldn't be doing. And obviously that wasn't yielding a positive result. So I surrendered and stopped doing things my way. But the biggest thing I focused on was not the money I desperately needed to make. I started focus on the things and the activities that would produce a positive result. That's what I ended up doing, which then attracted the positive result. So focusing on the back testing, focusing on the self-development, the mindset, and the documentation, and all of that stuff, the behind the scenes stuff that nobody likes to do. So I've shifted my focus from the money and the result that I wanted to the things that would produce the money and the results and the desired situation. And that is how I never had to go back to a job ever again. And I've been trading from that 3-month layover ever since. This next one is really powerful, and this is working backwards. So you need to first, before you start trading, is really define what you want. What does that look like for you? How much money do you want to make? What does your life look like, right? And you really want to feel it. I really practice this 7 days a week in defining what I want, what my short-term and long-term goals are, and practice feeling those emotions and thoughts as if it's real, as if I have it already. So whatever your goal is, right, you need to work backwards. You need to reverse engineer it. So let's just say, for example, you want to make $10,000 a month. Okay, what are you currently averaging for a win rate? What are you currently averaging on a monthly or quarterly basis in terms of profit percentage? So let's just say you average 10% a month and you want to make $10,000 a month. What would put yourself in the best position to do that? Obviously, I see a lot of people start trading, $1,000. They want to make $10,000 and they're trading small four figures, or they put $5,000 in their account and they're looking to blow it up. And that's just going to create a lot of bad behaviors. But if you take it and reverse engineer your goal, so if I want to make $10,000 and I'm averaging 10% a month, what can actually get me to my goal the fastest, right? Because time is of the essence. Success loves speed. So look at funded accounts. Prop firms are the easiest and fastest way that you're going to be able to accomplish your goals as a Forex trader. So if those were my numbers and I average 10% a month and I'm making 10K, I want to make 10K, a $100,000 funded account will do that for you. So you get to keep anywhere, depending on the prop firm, 70 to 80, sometimes 90% of the profits. You're looking at 8,000, 9,000 in your pocket. It's just short of 10K, but that's still that six-figure mark annually that you can make doing what you're doing, following your numbers and working backwards, reverse engineering it. So that is my biggest piece of advice. Don't waste time trading $1,000 account, because that's not the closest thing to the simulation of what's gonna get you to your goal. So if you wanna trade and make $10,000 a month and you know a $100,000 account will do that, or a $200,000 account making on average 5% a month, get on a 100K, 200K demo. Make it as real as possible. And when you see consistent results, jump on that account, and that's really going to expose holes in your game that only a real simulation can do. And then don't expect to just crush it your first challenge or your first time on a live account. Make sure to document, especially your market biofeedback, and then take that information and plug those holes in the ship, and then just keep reverse engineering your goals and keep working on the back testing and documentation. And that's how you're gonna get to your goals as a trader the fastest way possible. So my last real big piece of advice, and really what kind of helped me excel in trading, is, well, I guess it's two parts. One, failing forward, and two, kind of like an effort attitude. And I'll break that down in just a minute and what I mean by that. So I was talking to somebody recently and they said that they are working to be a full-time trader and they want to make $5,000 to $10,000 a month. And what she told me was that she was gonna deposit $1,000 in an account and try to make some money with it, and then go from there. And that's where I told her, like, this is where you need to reverse engineer your goals. If you're trying to make X amount of money, $1,000 account isn't gonna give you the real simulation to what you're trying to do that will accomplish that goal. And I asked her, like, why aren't you interested in prop firms? And she said the thought of getting into challenges and failing the challenges was daunting to her. And that's where I told her, this is where you need to make a shift from here to here in your perspective. Because no trader gets from point A to point B in a straight rocket, right? There's ups and downs, ups and downs, ups and downs. They fail their way there, and they fail themselves forward. So it's the same thing in business and health and trading. You're going to fail yourself to the top. And that's where you're going to learn more about yourself as a trader, more about your psychology and your mindset. Failing is just a huge, crucial piece to success. Nobody gets success without failing. So it's just shifting your perspective that you need to fail if you want to win. And the other part to that, the effort attitude that I was talking to her about, and why she thought it was just so daunting, was because it's a bigger amount of money. And The reason why I really kind of promote prop firms to people is because they're all demo accounts, except for a few that you're actually trading real money. They're demo accounts at the end of the day. And just like, if you were going to trade with a private investor, or if you were going to trade your own money, let's say you're with a private investor. If you don't perform, or for whatever reason you get kicked off that account, like there's going to be more pressure there, because the fact that if you don't perform, you're going to just get kicked off the account, you're going to lose it, and then the only way you're going to get it back is if it's like a friend and you can convince them to give you another chance. Just like if it's your own money, if you deposit $5,000-$10,000 in an account, there's more pressure there to perform, because if you lose it, it's on you. You're taking the monetary loss. With prop firms, if you lose, nobody cares. They don't even know your name half the time because it's an automated system. If you lose money, you don't owe any money. If you lose money, you can go at it again. So you can fail 500 times, and guess what? They're going to give you another chance to get on a prop firm. And that's with all prop firms. So you don't have to have this added external pressure with these prop firms, especially because it's demo and there's always another one there. And that's kind of where I have like the F it attitude. Like, of course I give a shit and I care and I want to win and I want to perform, but it's like the mindset, like F it, like whatever happens, happens. I'm going to follow my plan. I'm going to follow my risk management, and I'm going to let the numbers work out. I'm not going to put myself in a position where I'm going to become hesitant to execute and follow my plan that I know will produce results that has a positive trade expectancy. So that is my biggest piece of advice. Fail forward and take the prop firm route. It's just going to help you with so many different aspects with the mindset game that is crucial in trading. Mindset is one of those things you can't sleep on as a trader. This is really what bridges the gap between traders who want to make this work that aren't seeing results, and traders that are doing this at a high level and doing this professionally and seeing consistent results. What bridges that gap of the current situation and the desired situation for traders is the psychology, the mindset, the casino owner mentality, being able to think in probabilities and being able to manage emotions and deal with the fears and the greed and all of the different aspects. Without that component, you will not become a successful trader. And hopefully these hacks and tips and that I discussed today will help level up your mindset, because it's all about becoming a new version of yourself. That's the biggest lagging indicator. When you level up, your results will be leveling up right behind you. So hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.